of step one. Right?
Yeah, hopefully that just wasn't like, all right, they're hot this weekend. Now we're back to reality.
Which is what we kind of thought it would be, but I'm hoping we're wrong, and we're going to see them develop even further. Heretics try to just rebound from I mean, honestly, an awful major. They have work to do. I think if they can widen their map pool, yeah, I know the gameplay has been solid online at times, but widen their map pool, hopefully Hacienda ends up being a strong one for them. Maybe you can turn that into something, but certainly a tough test to kick things off. And well, one for Ravens. I mean, even though we're still selling, maybe there's a dream there. One of these teams is going to get 10 points. It's going to widen that margin back up to 70, right?
Yeah, it's like whoever loses this, you just are like, all right, that's the team that
that's the team we're probably going to mark that is your best chance.
You have to hope they lose everything else.
Rainbow starts out 4-0 and makes it 5.
Like, that should happen, right? Like, I don't know, things the major, like, maybe there's a bit of a collapse.
Well, he wasn't collapsing. Vancouver was running away with things early on, finally dies, but in the point for now will be Falcons. We'll see what they can turn this into. Traixx trying to find an opening after he already finds a couple, sets things up for Vancouver to maybe get in. He has crossfire there with Metals who gets 2, so they've at least made a mess of this and gotten in, got the back spawns with 30 or so remaining. Traixx looking to pick up the cuts towards mid, and while I think a teammate hits there perfectly as he chows. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, he is the one guy that has created space the last couple of pushes for them, right? You really, it was just him the last alive, and it looked like Falcons, well, outside of Traixx, just not really winning gunfights if you are Heretics. So you've had the back spawns, but haven't been able to turn into a ton of times. We're going to have a tie game. Falcons already here towards the P3.
They're here, but you have numbers for Heretics. Sellium and Pred not able to walk away with multiple. Big double there for Rancor. So let's see at the minimap now for Falcons what routes they take. Going a long way around will be Kiz. He'll take the route. You're pretty spread all across the map, so it's going to come down to some one-on-one gunfights more than likely if you're able to win those. Kiz will win it on one side. His teammate will spawn on him. At the same time, though, Heretics able to win the other side of it. So you condense this fight for a moment, but it seems Falcons have done enough to at least get it in battle.
Yeah, but I think you got what if you want it if you're Miami, which is to win that pinch gunfight. So yeah, you can just focus on one side. You get your teammates to spawn on you, and then you can just focus together and just finesse on the hill, and that's what they were able to do, and that is all Metals playing his life, him and Super towards his P3.
Well, it's funny because I thought, like, first we saw the minimap for Falcons, they were going to pinch out like everything, but by the time they actually get there, people spawn on Kiz, and it becomes very one-dimensional by the time they get there, and that's due to some wins from Heretics. All the kills go the way of Falcons, but basically the tail into this hard point. Let's see if they can chain the final seconds into the next setup to start this point.
It's just when his Rancor is going to use the Hellstorm here. He does have that Hellstorm off due to his hot start, but it doesn't look like he's going to opt to go for it right away. I thought just maybe, all right, don't give them some momentum, and well, maybe he should have, because now KiSMET is on a 5 spree, potentially in a Hellstorm of his own.
And honestly, it's something we highlighted a bit, but like, when they really started to click, their best player a lot of times has been Kiz. Kiz played so well over Qualifier 3 and at the major. He has been terrific, getting into a fantastic form, and I'm sure they're looking for more of that.
Yeah, I just think when these guys get going, I just think they are very difficult to stop, and I think that's why you see in their series it's just 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, or potentially 0-3. Like, yeah, they're rarely. Yeah, like it just feels like they are all gas, no brakes.
Yeah. But that's been the conversation also with them for a large part of this year. It's when somebody clamps the brakes on, are they able to recover? Because you're not just going to run through everybody. You're going to have some series that you have to over this qualifier. But it is a great start for Kiz. Same can be said for Pred. Basically a tie game, though, currently. Falcons, pressure on them to maybe come away with the break. Let's go to the comms out with Riyadh Falcons.
This one. Oh, yeah, no, he's on blue steps on dead, guys. Turn around. Or yellow steps, my bad. Yellow. Dead, one more Rancor, one shot, guys. One shot Rancor, Hacienda. Door. One B2, B2, one shot Rancor. One side, Rancor. I'm at the back. Yeah, I hear you. We're hitting up. At the back of me, shit on, I need help. I'm on the back of me, Rancor, deep left, guys, one on time. Deep left. You got big break, guys, the fucking game. Big break. Nice. Weak break, I spawned out. Man, that's my stuff. Nice, do that. And the back, nice, Woody, hold it. I'm on your front. Go. Oh, one shot on time, Metals. One shot on time. Better.
One shot, take out. Couple of
Stay left, kids.
Front.
I spawned out. I spawned in the back. He's gonna pump out front. He's gonna pump out front, I think. Yeah. One guy's in front.
Let's go.
P1 point. That matters. 20 seconds on the top of the row.
Yeah.
One guy's pumping out P1. We spawn deep, okay?
Yeah.
Please go P1. Nice. I'm getting dropped. No, America. Where? Where's that?
One chairs already.
Both nated. Chase and boat. Here's dead. Chase again, guys.
I don't think about. Blend.
Go forward, guys. Block. Two photo, Ace and one shot.
One shot, okay?
One road dead. Okay. Hold on.
Falcons down 10 comes electric as usual. The energy certainly not lacking. Pred and Kiz still leading the way. That streak you're wondering when it was going to come into play finally does from Ringcore. Will it lead to anything? Maybe not.
Well, the problem is you took down Metals with it, right? So your man advantage goes away, but right off spawn, Metals at least able to contest, and he's going for it. That is 3 in a row for Metals with 25 seconds. Almost makes it 4, and they're going to try to get the rest of this time.
Still contested around the point. Nice little re-snap there from Metals. Able to get his spree out the 4 before he drops. Traixx hitting as well.
And you flip.
Last time it was Falcons in a really good position early at this P4. This time it'll be Heretics with a chance to maybe do something, but honestly the flip comes in with about 10 plus remaining, so there's a chance off spawn for Falcons to make a play, and they're able to do enough to disrupt it from the front. They're just gonna do it the hard way. Well, now it's just Kiz on an island.
Well, honestly, that Metals 2-piece was massive because you got one player who spawns close, but then behind the double, one player spawns out. You just created this pinch, and then they knew it was a 4 versus 2. They spawn Falcons all the way out, so it works out, but now Pred is trying to get Falcons right back to it.
They go to Swarm, and they should be able to Swarm.
That is just way too easy after that 4 dead.
No, brilliant play into just getting smoked out of the point, but that'll give life to Falcons to get right back into this game from a scoreline perspective. KiSMET continues to be hot. He's already up over 3,000 damage. Him and Pred continue to hit hard and hit often. Won't quite get the lead from this, but we'll get into our 3rd P1. Both teams here battling.
And I mean, since like that break from Miami, it just feels like all the gunfights started to go the way of Falcons. The guns are hot. That's why they have been streaky around this P1. They flipped the spawns for P2, but still a long time to go before we get there.
KiSMET on 4, and he's real close to earning a streak. Gets a little closer there with the assist. Trying to track over the top. Another assist will get it to him. Now, maybe not getting kills. He was only on a 4 spree, but he gets a streak. So Hellstorm earned for Kiz.
That's massive, right, for the next P3. Well, if you want to use that to P2, but I feel like most of the time, just a little extra utility towards that P3. Feels like that's where we end so many times when we're on this map.
But will the streak actually work out? We'll see.
Yeah.
Big kind of hit or miss on this particular map, that's for sure.
Yeah, not a ton of impact.
Unless it is, he pops 3. Good job, honestly, this P1 is the lead is now to Falcons. They've got right side map. They've got P2. Big gunfights, though, as that P2 is about to pop. Exnid kind of backing it up the play from the hardpoint with his team. Leaves Pred to find kills mid. Pred is able to get 2 for you. So it's going to stagger a push for his position. Now this is the big push for Heretics. They go on forward. Beautiful shots from Exnid to find the first. So far, you've traded enough for Falcons, I thought. But you lost the players around the hard point. There wasn't really an opening to get in until Kiz comes through, and that is lovely. At a Kiz, how does he just slide through with an opening like that?
I have no idea. The guy is doing it all right now, up to 30 kills. Okay, but then we talk about that, and it is a 4 dead. And I thought Falcons made a bit of a mistake right there. When you get the first 2 kills from the P1, you have the good spawns. I think Exnid should, or someone should go forward, right?
So put pressure on it.
Yeah, because you had so much time to throw nades, coordinate nades if you were Heretics, to get a solid push, and it has turned to this where they now have the lead.
Yeah, maybe a mistake not taking a little bit more space. That streak, though, for Kiz, he just dropped. We'll see. It looks like Heretics are going to win this rotation, so Kiz may call this in off a spawn. Keep an eye on that number 2. Yeah, streak is coming in on Kiz for Ringcore, though. Might keep things mixy, but the streak clears space, and okay, you see number 8 now moving as well, so Traixx did call his in.
Yeah, he said, you got one, I got one too. So he's going to try to get them out of the hill, or maybe just pinch this. So you're going to find the first kill behind Ringcore. Traixx is going to get the one player all the way in the back, and that is how you are going to break. So from that P2, Traixx gets hot. You find the break, has a hellstorm of his own.
That ends up being huge because that would have been Falcons' points, or for at least a decent amount of time, you imagine. But the game is going to extend past this.
I'm not sure if either team wants to win.
Yeah, somebody's going to get it done regardless.
Someone hold the hill.
Yeah. Fred on 36, leading the lobby and trying to hunt forward, catches Metals with nade in hand, able to finish that. Wrapping through, Kiz will get caught. They're going to wait on Exnid to get into the action. He might be, oh, sorry, it was Pred, but he's going to drop. They lose every gunfight. It's Kiz alone by himself. I feel like I've seen this before. He's staying alive. The spawns are a little surprising.
Yeah, and Kiz actually spawned there too. That's how he got to that spot. He was the one player from Falcons that was able to spawn there, and somehow Miami have dealt with that, because then you get 3 players that spawn close elbow behind the Kiz play, but it does not matter. And there we go. Super is going to find a double. Finally, some breathing room.
Yeah, and hold up now. The tick is there for Heretics. The tick is there, and Super is out frying. They're trying to deal with him before they move forward. He finds... able to thread the needle. Pred will trade it, but the gunfights are happening where Heretics want them a mile away from the hard point. Someone's got to get in at least for a second for Falcons, but the door has been shut. No one able to get close here. No, that was enough. That was enough. They can test it for a second. We get back to mid. Still life here for Falcons.
They were fighting over P1, but they just had to get that guy dealing with the cutoffs.
So they had to take, right?
Yeah, now you're taking your time if you are Miami, and well, that is all you're going to need. Metals is going to find a double. Rentor is going to find the third, and there we go. They close it out. It was going to happen, but
yeah, no, I kind of thought something might, but they stick with it. It's probably tough when you get second at the minor and you go into the top 8, but it's not like it's been one LAN. It's been all of the LANs that they have struggled. Super. Most prolific with it. Looks for his opening. Elbow, not quite wide enough. Celium finds that first blood. Exnid's the one that hits the snipe. Super does bring one back, but now Super's going to have to do everything, and, well, not going to get that done. So, quick round through 4 Heretics after
yeah, no, I'm just like to that, still that question. I'm not surprised, just like, I guess like Traixx has been shown so much improvement.
Weird. Like, he's been good. It's just like something's going wrong in the big moments.
But I just thought, like, yeah, maybe after this last LAN, like, we just can't get it figured out.
Oh, Celium, who got the opening blood.
See, there it is, dude. Metals found him.
Is going to get caught. Metals just smells Faze blood in the air and hunts down Celium. He's like a shark. But no, he gets aggressive over towards A, and he finds that opener. So Falcons in trouble early on offense. And this will, I mean, they got to slow down. Maybe even they don't want to.
Yeah, this is when you pretty much would look at Exnid to maybe find a pick with that sniper, but Heretics just take the fight to them. They control tracks. Rentor's just throwing shoulders. And Exnid has a lot to do, and I didn't even think Super had his sniper out.
Either did I, until at the last second I saw the glint, and then Exnid. Super's got the snipe.
Yeah, maybe they know something with like the VOD. They continue to go towards this A bomb site, but yeah, KiSMET just runs up the middle of the street.
And he had support there too. Like, they were gonna take mid street. That was the play call. And once again, the offense in a hole early on. I think jump peeking over that mid wall was Exnid.
Still, you just heard the sniper. So
yep, he's trying to hit a shot. But they're just getting locked in. Like, you have absolutely no space on the map for Heretics.
Ooh. Just doesn't spot Cell.
Yeah, maybe a chance to hit a shot. Exit though through the window. Whoa! Drills 2. Metals down. Exit 2 in the opening round on defense. 2. And well, I think if Exit is going to get the advantage in this matchup with the snipe, I feel very good about the chances for Falcons. So far, that's been the case. Him and Kiz both have 4. Pred though, that's just not a great death.
Well, he took a shot at, I think it was, yeah, Rentor in the middle of the street, and then that was that.
Not a great death.
No, not what you need.
Traixx trying to get up and catch an angle. He does. Cuts down Cell, and he only takes a bullet or 2, so still L triggering maybe for another fight, but he'll get back to full. His teammate's pretty far away, so he needs to bide his time.
Yeah, you gotta wait on Metals here.
Metals working his way up tracks. He's now in a fight. He's able to win it. Exnid's going to drop KiSMET now for the clutch. He's on 3 straight. He's going to pull off the 1 versus 3. But Traixx, he's already on it. And well, Kiz is playing the gamble. Gamble's not going to pay off.
Yeah, he's hoping somebody chases him or he can get a 1 versus 1.
But Pred going to want that one back.
And that
Super. Wait, Fred's in hell. Ooh, nearly. Super over the top of the smoke, able to hit the shot, but he's already got one in this to get the blood. Exnid, though, brings it back with a snipe of his own, but Metals already plucked Celium, so numbers stay with Heretics for now in the 3 versus 2.
And they're so quick on taking barn control, they're just turn around. It's like, all right, it's gonna probably be through the flank. They just run forward. You have Metals watching the spawn in case they turn back, but that's pretty much it. So that is just a heads up play there for Heretics. Now they have to close this out.
Kiz just looking for an opening to hopefully get a pick. Only 20 seconds remaining, though. Fact is, you just got to go. He finishes the timing there. I think Exit got some damage in. Exit brings us down to a 1 versus 1. Just under 15 to go.
Metals just checked it, so he's like, I'm just going to wait.
And that'll win the round. And honestly, the second I saw Exit like mid-street, he cut like
Sure has.
Celium wins his. Metals is going to get cut down early. 4v2 for Heretics. They got a little aggressive in some spots, and they're going to pay.
Yeah, they've done this a couple of times now where they just take risks, and I just don't think the A bomb set is that tough of a retake in a 4-on-4. But they have to just take the risk, try to catch them, but instead they get chopped. But now a 2 versus 3 with those shots from Rancor.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm just going to plant bomb, and then Rancor puts 6 through his eye socket. And this now is winnable, depending on what happens here. Well, yeah, he's dead. Good lurk there from Kiz. Even if he caught that kill, it's still going to be so tough to do. Trying to push in here without an NPC in hand. Lovely shots from Ringo to pick the player off bomb early, but not much
a breathing God.
He seems like he's got real comfortable with this team and this title. Super and Exnid will, I think, exchange a shot, but neither connect. Cell playing from bomb, but best of luck with that. Traixx, he never even saw him. He just slid directly under him. And that's a guy that you're hoping really gets to a good spot for them in Search and Destroy. He honestly just what he's been as a player historically with that Faze team.
I was going to say, we haven't said his name too much.
Not as much in Search. No, like he just hasn't been that guy maybe you expect him to be.
But also, I think a lot of that's just due to the meta.
No, true. That's not helping any ARs, that's for sure. Metals, well, after a death in the last round, he's right back to work.
And I think on any other team, he would probably be the 3rd sub. He's been a great flex in the past. It's just like you have kids on this team.
Yeah, true. Sometimes they blend together in my head.
No, I know they do. But he's definitely had a couple of moments where he's been insane in Search.
Well, Metals versus Kiz continues, both at 9 and 3. Similar to what Heretics did a couple of rounds ago. Falcon's just gonna send in. Exit's just gotta hit his shots there. Traixx should not get a kill.
I was just saying, again, you get caught being aggressive on defense if you are Heretics, but the fact that he wins that gunfight evens this round up.
No, Exit just got shit on. He just missed. Yeah, Traixx went vertical and he just missed. That was like even the Harper when they listed it. He's like dead. And he's got fried. I'm like, oh, Tyler Beasy. Rancor has been.
I haven't heard him do that in a while.
No, it's true.
Last
dude, it used to drive me crazy.
And like Falcons, I think they win this, they feel really good. You're going to an exposure, right? Like, which that'd be the one map I'd chalk up the Falcons in this particular series. Well, a lot of series. Metals just flies on forward. Of course, it's KiSMET that's going to put him down. They just get swarmed and dropped. Is Rancor last alive again? And well, Traixx has either gotten a kill or gotten caught.
Why are we still doing this?
I'm not sure, but maybe it sets up. I thought Rancor was going to walk away with 2. Super well had a shot, so it is a 2 versus 2. Pred checks his corners.
Okay. We've just been doing it every round.
Yeah, no, I hear you. He's been picking different spots, though. Sort of. Oh! Super, Flick, Celium, Brain. We'll see you later. Pred, 4 straight.
They still might win the round, so it doesn't matter.
See if you can clutch up here in the 1 versus 2, or are we going 11? Don't count Pred out of this yet.
I mean, he's getting a lot of info here. It's just, is he gonna watch the flank? There we go.
25 to go. Repositions, catches Metals. Last guy is Super. Super found a gun, and Super's gonna win it in a crazy fight.
We're not even going there.
No. Whatever he's hoping to find, It's still lost.
It's buried treasure.
No, he's got 10 deaths. I mean, he's been, and some of his deaths, even not first deaths, it's been early rounds.
Normally it's like 2 times. I'm not gonna do the same thing.
Nettles 9 HP, but able to back out of it. Gonna need Super to maybe hit a shot. Exnid needed to hit that one. I think he had a freebie. Super did not see him on the back truck. They'll get bomb planted, now it becomes winnable. Here comes the swarm from Falcons, sending it on forward.
Yeah, but this is the thing. These 8 retakes are not that tough because they have to slide in. But this isn't 2-on-2. Wrench War Metals both find 1.
Oh, sweet Jebediah. Traixx gonna get bailed out. Pred taking her out. Exit hits a snipe.
Well, he's dead now because, yeah, Pred's flanking.
Traixx trying to rebound after that map too. Maybe he's just gonna take over and fry. He is the man forward looking for kills, but he's gonna get caught. Pred seems to has his number. He's gonna be trying to find the openings that Pred is trying to find, and Pred's got the advantage thus far. Pred, unfortunately, the guy's sliding into his knees, so he never really spots him. Cell gets to his power spot, and he's trying to put down damage and set up his team. KiSMET clears the B side as well, and that's everyone done for Heretics. So Falcons now going to get forward and try to find some success.
Yeah, and the reason they're probably the #1 exposure team is really the subs. I mean, this map just allows a lot of freedom for Pred and Exnid to find routes, be annoying, pester you in your base, constantly flank you, go on 4 sprees, put 1 on the board.
The first will go through. It'll be a top spot, a side spawn as well, and it's a bottom spawn
throughout this match, able to get the double. Defense strong here for Falcons.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's a lot of things I think you're doing right to have a record like them in overload, but you're probably just fantastic defensive plays. And when you're spawning up in those situations where you have to be clutch, you're hitting really great nades. We've seen some insane nades from this. Was that Kids that had that wild one from like top solar basically to make a play over towards A?
Uh-oh, this is worrisome though.
Yeah, it sure is. Don't worry. Oh, I thought Pred had that. I don't know if he lost aim assist for a second, but shot got a little bit wild. Exnid up off spawn. We come down to a 1 versus 1. Super able to win it. Looking to scoop it. Oh, nade from Cell. Nade's like that. Just not enough to also find it. There's the tying score for Heretics.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did get a couple of close spawns and then 2 spawned out, so that's what took that a while. But you were trying to rotate that out, and then you just get trapped in your base if you are Falcons. Well, you get caught with that EMP, and now you are 3 dead. The one player that is out is Kiz. Cell's gonna come off a spawn, and Traixx, you're dead.
Cell getting 1 makes that real easy for Kiz to get in behind EMP carrier. Looking to get loose is Pred on the top side of the map, so keep an eye on when he's going to engage. Exnid gives him even more freedom with his mid-map win. 20 seconds left to go. Exnid though, sorry, Pred though, is going to get caught on his route. Yeah, so you're gonna try and take this bottom.
He gets a kill there. It's probably a goal. Instead, you gotta slow it down. Probably a score there for Falcons, but a huge 1-on-1 win. Just got him to his spot.
Super. Just putting in damage from top mid, and that will be time expiring. So all square, and I mean, he gets the kill on the EMP carrier, and well, Traixx will soften the pressure as well. Now Extend Predator kind of is trapped in. You're in this kind of L bar, and well, best of luck there. Nowhere to go, and they'll get shut down. So what was a good break off, at least I thought, first for Falcons are not able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, nice shots there on it, Jiz. I thought Metals had that first bullet, but he goes high, maybe hits a couple of headshots. And in terms of like, you just kind of look at the scoreboard, Traixx is positive, but you are getting outslayed. So you are happy this is tied up at 1 apiece, but a big part of that is that man right there, Exton, who's now up to 23, but there is that forward pressure. This time it's gonna be Pred, and well, this time he wins that gunfight. Now Cell gonna start moving.
Someone gonna shut this guy down. Pred gets another one.
No, they're so good on this map. Well, it's his teammate that'll shut it down.
Yep, Cell just like, all right, Pred, really good work, but your job is over. EMP will finally be scooped, and they will put it through. That's all on Pred, who gets 3 straight before the friendly fire. Oh yeah, there's just some.
Well, it seems like those guys, when they get to their spots, just sort of, yeah, where the challenges are coming in from, where the next guy will be, just how impactful it is. And now this momentum starting to go their way.
They're turning these kills now into scores. This should be another one in a matter of moments. The slide's a little awkward there, but you do flush it on through so quickly. In the opening 2 minutes, you put through 2 times. Heretics right back in the game with 2 to play.
Just gotta find the one player who's out, trying to slow them down. That was Kiz. Traixx just trying to play his life as he's
They
getting
just want to
hunted.
fight.
But
They just got all the kills.
yeah, they're getting all the kills now at the moment. And while nobody turns around, somehow Traixx is alive. And it was legendary for Falcons, and it's still legendary for Falcons, unless it's not legendary for Falcons.
Joe Chase is turned on its head.
To be honest, we went to the free cam and I had no idea who was alive. Like, well, I didn't know it was there. I had no idea.
Sometimes the free cam's great. Sometimes I'm just like, where am I?
Where am I? Just saw Exnid like 316 down the stairs, just looking like a hero.
Yeah. Traixx goes up over the top and wins the fight with the pistol. Traixx making up for maybe some map 2 blunders, getting it done here. Now they're up 1 with 60. Heretics have woken up. They were getting massively outslayed. They still are a bit, but it has turned in a huge way.
I mean, they just have not slowed down. They have not slowed down. It's 4 in 2 minutes. I mean, you were up 2 with 3 to go. If you were Falcons, full control, Hellstorm called in, you blink, and now you're down 2.
Sometimes in the issue with Falcons, though, when they're in bad spots, they struggle to recover from them. I feel like they were broken record. We've said that 400 times this year. Will they be able to recover now? Might be too late. 30 seconds to go. They'll get back within 1. Unfortunately, everybody drops, though, outside of Celium. Can Celium get them a multi-kill
Yeah,
here?
it's this top side. It's a top side spawn. So if he gets 1 or 2, it would be instant pressure. The problem is his teammates are around him, but they're getting the kills. So now we are going to have instant pressure. And one player's out of the play for now. That's Traixx. So you're telling your teammate just to go. It's a 1-on-1. Super trying to do what he can. And there we go. It's a tie game.
Where did we just go for a second? I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone, but it's a tie game.
No,
that one I thought someone observing just fucked with me there. Oh, I accidentally used another F-bomb. I'll delete that one from the record. Honestly, that one threw me for a loop, dude. Who did we just hop to now in a wall?
Yeah, what is happening? This is just getting crazier.
It sure is. Rancor just flies forward and smokes him. Well,
but Kiz just lurked the entire time and it's 3. And now
he's out. He's out.
The goal is kind of open.
Well, yeah, I thought they spawned B. He's out, but right as I said that,
I'm challenging this.
Towards there.
I'm challenging this.
I don't think he's feeling it. Pops the 3-piece and he wants more. Kiz is hungry. Looking to get 4, but will get cut down as the mayhem continues at mid-map.
How is Cell 18 and 18?
That's actually a really good question. I had no idea. He's been vibing, dude. Woo. 19-18 now. As he wins that, it's gonna be 4 dead for Heretics. They're gonna surge on forward. You're gonna have to hit your nades. They gotta have some dandies here. I don't know if they're gonna get there in time unless the nades hit. The stun now might connect, but it's not going to matter. Score through for wins you another one. And now he's just gonna be a nuisance. The longer he's a nuisance, the better this will fare for the Falcons. Exnid is wrapped and got to kill bottom side. He continues to find kills for you there. Heretics have found literally nothing.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I feel like the break-offs have gone the way of Falcons. And well, a big part of that is Exnid and his play. It looks like they just wanted to move the CMP forward, but kind of gets caught, but Pred is still there. They're still finding kills. Desperation time now for Heretics.
Just over 20 to go. They got to win every single fight. They got hot the moment of that second half. They got to get hot again. But last person here is Traixx. 15 to go. Still doable. He needs to win that one, though, and not quite able to do it. Celium will back it up. And now I just don't think you got time. No time to scoop this and get it done. Falcons survive a mid-game flood from Heretics.
Yeah, I mean, let's say we're Michael Jordan's Space Jam. Yeah, Major 2 was 2 losses to Paris. Like, this last Major was same thing. They lose to Paris again, so.
KiSMET looking to get right into the action, but he will get cut down. For now, everyone playing around the point until Rancor gets in it mid-map. And this opening hardpoint can be just insanity to even try and find an opening into the time as everyone's just vying for position.
Yeah, big thing we kind of look at just from a basic standpoint, it's kind of like P2, P4, those sort of money hills. But as time goes on, our teams will get better and better at the first and third. But I think the big one is this garage, and that's where you already have a lot of players from Falcons starting to rotate over. Traixx was trying to do what he could, but KiSMET and Cell in the better positions.
You see how deep Kiz will be playing, just trying to make sure they have those back spawns. But honestly, I mean, you've got Metal's just spawned a very good position right now. Turn this into time. Falcons doing what they can with it. Some pressure up through lobby, now pressure to Kiz in the back. He's on 4 straight, but a position where, especially if you have a trophy, you can play your life so beautifully. You can get help. You're just trying to put in damage and keep the pressure from the hard point. Pressure not coming in from the front, though, for Heretics, as they'll try to do what they can, but really just kind of flirt with the hard point for a second or pushed out.
Yeah, you stay alive if you're Kiz, and then Exnid, he doesn't get lost. I mean, for a little bit, it looks like he was top halls, but he backs all the way up to help out Kiz. He flanks both of those guys and rotates in the hill, so just great stuff there from Exnid.
You finally get in, but not a ton of time to earn here. Traixx maybe going to be the hot hand. They'll need some big performances from him, but you break in at a time that it kind of allows Falcons enough time to break back through. The question is now if Heretics can set up here with an early hold over at Fence, who's just going to pick up the back, push through from Falcons. You've already lost one player, though. Pressure is here. Falcons keep applying it. You'll have a 2-on-2 now for the point. Comes down to a 1 versus 1. Ringer's getting shot in the back, and Pred, well, he's won the point for him.
Yeah, he just took his time. He goes all the way through office and then able to pinch on through. And I think Traixx just jumped out of the map, back in the map. So we talk about maybe just things that are a little bit different. You were able to do that last year.
Yeah.
You had to go outside the fence. No, he jumped into the tin shed.
Yeah, that's a
with
little
a wall
different.
jump.
Last year we usually talked about the opposite side. Right?
No, you could go outside the fence.
Yeah, the fence.
But you shouldn't jump into the tin shed. So that's new.
10 seconds left here. Now Rock can be an absolute battle. I think this is where we've seen the craziest, like, multi-kills. His players can make insane plays in and around this Rock, but numbers right now for coverage, and now you get into your spots, and well, this is something maybe you couldn't do in the last. So just jump peek over this Rock. It usually was like an SMG's playground, kind of how you could finesse around this circle, but now maybe some openings, well, in the NPC nightmare for these ARs.
Yeah, well, Rencor, I mean, he's trying to get up there. He's been in the water for a bit now. And I mean, you were here first if you were Heretics, but you were just getting cut down a lot of this time, going the way of Falcons. But we just talked about Traixx and the SMG's playground, making plays, and somehow he finds a triple.
No, I feel like this place is good for a highlight, triple or a highlight basically every time you go here. And well, there was one for the tail end of time. Falcons eventually break back in, but well, where nobody earned much at this opening P1. We'll see if the tide can turn a little bit this time through.
Yeah, just a map where you're getting outslayed pretty heavily if you are Heretics, but you're still in it behind Traixx.
KiSMET soaking up time for now. Right on 13 and 5 and 3 straight, having a terrific one. He had a monster map 1. Looking to replicate that here to close out the series. Metals finding his timings here. Top mid, a team kill does come in for Falcons as well. Metals turns that into a second as he starts to get going. Just trying to get as much time as you can, but also
well, one of the spawns,
this rotation,
and I think they probably would have got to that spot if it wasn't for Pred. Pred down on a 5 spree was just getting lost, and he was the one guy, and Metals is like, all right, I'm killing all of them, but all right, Pred's killing my entire team, so I have to back all the way up. But they at least calm things down. Now he's on 5 in a row. You are in a spot here at P2.
You give up the scrap, but that is absolutely fine. Metals making the heads-up plays, and I think a big part of the reason he's on this roster. He'll be the guy to rotate, sometimes the only guy to rotate and play position for Hardpoint. Super spots him on the water route. Super hits the nade. Super hits the shots. He gets 3 to solidify position here at Lambo. Yeah, now he's like, you know what? I killed everybody. I'm going to take a little space. It's my turn. Oh, well, now we get out of the water. Surprise! In behind enemy lines, able to finish off one. Has the AR to work with as well. He had AR out there.
No, that's what I was saying. I was like, he had an M15. Maybe he was out of ammo, but he was not. Now, the key here is, though, is you have a pinch. You give up the back spawns behind that play. And there you go. You're going to lose half of this time.
If he pops out with the M15, he kills 2 or 3. Yeah, at least 2. Maybe he's thinking they're going to be a little bit closer, whatever it is. Maybe a little bit of a fumble there, but basically a tie game, especially after this tail end of scrap and take it back. Is Exnid wins it, but Heretics Pressure to them. They need to win this to take it to a map 5. Let's see the comes up from Heretics.
Yo tengo cara pozo. Te tengo doble, te tengo doble. Dejé cara. Doble. Te tengo. No sé qué hacer blanco, Te tengo super. Outer. Arriba, me pushea a punto. Una bala a punto. Muerto. No muera, metal. Son 2 puntos. Están chavos. Aguanta, métalo. Nacen en pozo. Muy una bala chapa. Voy a buscar los chapas contigo. ¿Están chapa? No le veo, ¿sabes? Plan no veo. No va el de plat. Está Niner o Outer conmigo. Outer.
Tiene cara.
Niner muerto. Otro más Outer conmigo. 20 segundos, hay que rotar. Salió. Bueno,
Tengo pasar.
Nace en fondo todo, ¿vale? Nace en fondo. Vale, me tengo el siguiente. No tengo el agua. Tengo el bodega. Uno fui conmigo. Tengo el agua, chavales. Arriba. Otro más arriba conmigo. Cuéntate. Se ha tirado el agua, Date cara.
Exi un tiro top.
Escucha, estoy esperando. Kiss conmigo en punto. Kiss me conmigo.
Estoy
pegando piña de punto, espérate. Estoy llegando.
Cuarto punto.
Pega al agua. Toca a la derecha, una bala buena. Vale.
Hijo de
one. No ve nada, pozo.
Había 2 rampas.
Están rapeando todos por la
Vale.
Ahora te recibe.
Twisted, it's still in front. See if Traixx needs to pop another triple here to hold on to the hard point.
Well, he did it again to break the hill. So, yeah, I mean, behind that Traixx play, you're able to earn the lead. She continue to fight.
Hello.
And while Rentor just hits the shot, she's in a final 15.
And now we get back to mid-map. No team really able to find a ton of separation, though, and build any kind of safe cushion.
Similar to map 1.
Yeah, no, honestly, map 1 was, what, a 20-point game? Continuing to battle here. Which you hope leads to some hardpoint time. A split spawn comes in from Traixx, and I don't know if that's going to be picked up. The Traixx should have a freebie towards the hardpoint, and he will, but you do flip out spawns, so Falcons will take that, assuming they can hold on to it. There's still a ton of time on this hardpoint. They're trying to get back in, but you're seeing, like, it's just, I mean, there's so many angles to actually shoot the player in the hardpoint. It's a skill in itself to be the player in hardpoint and get actual time here at P1, it feels like.
Yeah, but they did the smart thing. Falcons, again, they just kept somebody in lobby side, and that was Exnid to wait for someone pinching. He was able to find that one player, and then things start to get away from them. But now with 15 seconds, you're going to spawn out, and it's come down to Pred and Exnid, the duo, to try to lock this down on rotation.
So far, getting it done. Pred, though, he's going to be by himself here. He's going to get dropped. Rinkor and company able to break in. There is the back spawn, though, still here for Falcons. One going to spawn out in Pred that'll try to get back to the action. Cell just trying on the hardpoint and hoping you can pinch it out with Pred, because Pred's going to be dead here in a second. Like, I was wondering if he was going to turn his head, because the presence is going to come from the other side based on where his teammates are.
But they all left a point, though. They left only one in the point, and then those splits came in. But I'm telling you, neither team wants to hold a hill. Yeah. Just like map 1.
No, it literally is. Split. Multi-kill from Traixx. Pred now trying to do it from the opposite side. Some decent damage in after his opening kill. Exnid just going to lie down and contest for now. Rely on his teammates to come away with the kills, and they will. So we'll bust back through with not a ton of time remaining. This is exactly what you want to kind of want. Spawn Heretics in the back, late in the hard point, allow you to fan out over towards third. The one guy they're missing, they should know they're missing one here, or they should know they're missing one here shortly. Yeah.
Well, he's top balcony. Does influence spawns. Still trying to find him, and he wants to get into the fight. And what Kiz is going to find some info. So, then good play out of Kiz. That just tells your teammates, all right, push is going to be from this tin side. Let's get into our positions. They have the numbers. Should come out on top. And I say should, but like I said, no one wants to lock us down.
Probably not, because Rinkor from the top row able to get damage in and find 2, answered by 2 from Exnid. So the battle continues here at the point. Both teams looking for about 50 to get the dub. Beautiful shots from Rinkor, just clipping foreheads. And after that moment where you said it should go over Falcons, it does not. Basically, all the kills go the way of Heretics. Take the lead as we get ready to head towards Rocks, and maybe another Traixx multi-kill to seal things.
Yeah, Exnid goes on a nice route there. Just goes through bottom middle, able to catch them on rotation. You do have a solid lead.
Metals finds the first. The pinch now starting to develop. KiSMET, you need to get one. He snaps a
Wait,
little
it's
too
one.
soon
Is it
onto
team
the
kill?
second. No, true. Team kill does come in, but it does collapse. So Heretics break in and they can win it here. 40 remaining on the hard point, 30 needed for the dub. Pressure to Falcons to now break back through. Trying to go through. Metals on one side. Metals wins a huge one, and while the trade is not there in time from Pred, so this is going to get a bit staggered, it feels like, for the Falcons side.
Yeah, Pred's able to get through, though. He's the one that was able to trade it, and behind these kills, maybe you have another chance. Exnid just has to buy as much time as possible. Spawns a little bit all over the place. Should still win it here, and the feed is all Heretics.
Heretics about to push this to a fifth and final map, barring a massive break here in the final seconds from Falcons. Are able to contest it. It wasn't enough of a contest. It was 249 holding for Heretics. Back to mid-map we go. You know how difficult it's been to find anything at P1. It's a simple hop. You can see, not a long trek here to get towards B. So it's going to be a hit it, get this plan in, no trophies, try to dip out. Kind of pressure immediately up through P5 for Heretics, and they're able to find an opening onto one. Traixx gets to work early. Exnid, nice damage him, and able to finish the kill. Sets up KiSMET. Rancor, like he was many times in the map 2, last up. Hold up now, don't count him out. 25 seconds to go. Exnid lays in wait. He did not know he was there. Exnid able to clutch up in the one versus. Bomb has not been planted.
That's what I'm saying. This isn't just like a bomb you run up to and then you're in the clear. I mean, there's just so many routes they quickly take through the middle of the map and find picks like that.
Yeah, like Falcons obviously got in, got it planted, got out quickly, but they were like, the same thing's not happening to us. We're going to prevent this plant. Just trying to clear everything.
Going on a tour.
Yeah, I know. Going on a bit of a tour of the map and just trying to see if they can isolate somebody, maybe in a 2 versus 1. But for the most part, you can see Falcons playing together out towards A-bomb.
Yeah, pretty much saying plan B. We're chill with it.
That's what they should do. Don't throw away a life. Play the 3v2 retake. There's so many angles you can hit in towards B. But they are going to catch one. They're able to isolate Exnid. Not great. 2 versus 2. Selim has been lurking, but gets slammed by Metals. Just absolutely deleted. Now on Pred.
What was that hit
clutch.
fire? And well, you got to get this down, and there we there.
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly what happened. There's a blood instantly, and well, a follow-up. KiSMET hits the nade, Exnid hits the snipe. They did look to rebound after thrown away in round 2.
Of course, Kids already has pre-nades.
Oh, that's an ACL gone, but doesn't lead to a kill. Pred trying to finish off maybe the guy that got tagged, but not able to do that. All on Metals. Best of luck with that gunfight. Not going to matter. He'll get dropped, and well, after a bit of a blunder, Falcons now able to answer. And yeah, you said it. Yeah, Falcons, they found openings and found them quickly. Just sent it in and found picks. I think Pred did the exact same thing a couple rounds ago.
Chiz, this is the switch up. Chiz, he's just going to push towards rocks. He's all the way through towards the attacking spawn. You might be able to close this round out.
I feel like it seems so far like maybe Falcons have done a little bit more prep. Even though
that's what I'm thinking.
Even though they threw away that one round, like they should be up 3-0, about to be 4-0. Because it seems like Heretics not prepared for the peaks and timings that are coming out of it all. Traixx looks to back it up. Super. Makes this a little bit more doable. Traixx gets the spot onto one, just tries to reposition to a bit of a heady there on the stairs.
Yeah, he's just telling Super, hey, I've checked it, you're good, you try to make the play.
Oh, hell of a gunfight win. Exnid nearly catches him, and that is just awkward. Traixx slides out, close corner. Super has the snipe though. It's all on it. Unfortunately for him, there is one close. KiSMET is on it, and they'll turn that first
over towards A. And now they're gonna try to get aggressive from down low. You go 1-for-1 so far, and then Traixx just gets lost.
On Exnid with the snipe, 1 versus 3. The best round you've seen from Heretics here. Nice shot from Exnid. Now to get into a 1 versus 2. Like Heretics know they have bomb down though. There you go. Find an NPC, and what a win from Exnid. 7 HP, just guns him.
He has a read?
To sleep, and he sure as hell has the read.
Oh, I thought Rentor was about to chow, but Rentor was just nowhere near his teammate, so no trade available. Now this is going to be a dicey 1 versus 1.
Exnid to close out the 1 versus 3 is recoup bomb. He spotted him. He spotted him. He's hunting him. Oh, that was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. But I was wondering if Pred was going to look for that same peak again. A little bit different this time. Well, the change up from Heretics offensively. They go out towards A, but Pred still finds his route, finds his opening. That's 3 defensive first bloods for Pred.
Yeah, I just don't know if Heretics have practiced as much.
Doesn't seem like it. No.
Maybe a couple of reps.
Or whatever they've been seeing in their scrim is not what they're seeing from Falcons. That is for sure. Metals all alone. He will drop, and Falcons in.
The difference between just sort of knowing timings, knowing breakoffs, just the way Pred has it right there. He's like, all right, this is open. It just feels like when you watch the Miami side, they have not a slightest idea.
Pred looking for another first blood. He's already gotten 3. They're going to stack up for Celium. About as awkward as this map has looked for Heretics. They tested him, but they are just getting obliterated in this 5th and final map. Rancor and Super. Well, they pulled out a 2v3 clutch. So you think pull out a 2v4 to stay alive, but do not feel super hopeful about Heretics' chances in this.
That'll help.
Okay.
Feel more hopeful?
Maybe in the round, not in the map. No, I do not.
What about now?
Celium's got the position, Cel's got the read, all on Super now, and the snipe will put him down.
Question, Pred, you guys look so dangerous at the start of Saturday and Friday night at the major. What happened towards the end? Because we weren't able to catch it from the desk.
You know, we lost a map 5 against Optic. I think it was like 3-3. Like the game was in our hands. Like we could have beat them. And I think it was just like a tough loss. Like we put all our energy into it.
Okay.
It was a long day. And then we just spawned in against Thieves like 10 minutes after on a Bravo station. And they were hot, man. Like we beat, you know, the teams that played in the final. So, you know, we could have beat Optic, but yeah, we played a hot Thieves team after a big L.
Yeah, you guys definitely could have beat Optic. You played them well there. What was the biggest takeaway from the major? Because I feel like that's the best series from you guys in Search against a quality Search opponent that we have seen this year.
Yeah, for us, you know, we feel like we've shown glimpses of as a team that we could be like a contending team to win championships. It's just about putting it together at the right time and being consistent. I think the biggest thing for us is consistency. And for us, we've been just valuing a lot of teamwork, you know, realizing that we can't win by ourselves. We have to value each other. So I think that's been the biggest thing for us.
I wanted to ask, being in the situation that you guys are in right now, kind of in that 7th, 8th weird bubble point, what is that pressure like for you? And do you feel like it helps you guys get better, or do you feel like you wish you had some of it kind of off your shoulders?
Honestly, for us, we're quite confident in ourselves. We're not really thinking about that. We're just more focused on like making sure that we can get to the tournament, make a run. If we can't make the top 8, I mean, then we're just awful. So, yeah.
I think you guys are locked.
Yeah, I think you guys are good.
Looking pretty good. Best of luck. You could seal the deal with a win over the Ravens. That's coming up in just a week or 2.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
That is Pred, and the Falcons are the final winners of a Game 5 tonight. We had 3 Game 5s, so let's roll.